Welcome to the Scottish Rite Journal podcast, an audio presentation of the Scottish Rite Journal, brought to you by the Supreme Council of the Scottish Rite, Southern Jurisdiction, Mother Supreme Council of the World. This week's article is Cornerstones of the Craft, Masonry Dissected by S. Brent Morris, Ph.D., 33rd degree, Grand Cross, and comes from the November-December 2021 issue of the Scottish Rite Journal. One of the things that makes Masonic history so fascinating to me is how much we know, and yet how little. We know today there are 3 degrees in craft masonry: entered apprentice, fellow craft, and master mason. Those romantically inclined may think this situation dates from the time of King Solomon, but common sense should lead to the conclusion that this development is more recent. A reasonable question to ask is, how long have there been 3 degrees? Not that long, it turns out. There were only 2 degrees in 1717, when the first Grand Lodge was created in London. That is also when Grand Masters and their powers were created, but that is another innovation on the body of Freemasonry for another time. There were still only 2 degrees in 1723, when James Addison published the Constitutions of the Freemasons. A fellow craft could be elected Grand Master then. Shortly after this publication, there were hints something else was going on, but no details. Soon after 1723, more information started appearing. On October 12, 1725, a London music club for Freemasons, Philomusicae et Architecturae Societas Apollini, recorded in its minutes that the society passed 2 members as Master Masons. The first recorded Master Mason degree in a Masonic lodge was in Scotland's Lodge Dumbarton, No. 18, on March 25, 1726, and yet there were no details of the ceremony. Something happened in these meetings that transformed a fellow craft into a Master Mason, but we do not know what it was. The Graham manuscript of 1726 has a legend about the sons of Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japhet, raising the body of their father from the grave to find secrets on or about it. The Graham legend thus hints at coming ritual additions, but does not give ceremonial details. On June 30th, 1729, the Daily Post of London ran an advertisement addressed to all free and accepted Masons that had been made after the antediluvian manner. The ad refers to lecture to be given with the whole history of the widow's son killed by the blow of a beetle, afterwards found 3 foot east, 3 foot west, and 3 foot perpendicular. This advertisement appears to be a jab at contemporary Masonry, but also appears to be another hint of things to come. It certainly is a foreshadowing of the Hiramic legend. Then, on October 20th, 1730, Samuel Pritchard's Masonry Dissected was published in London. Like Athena bursting fully armored from the forehead of Zeus, the Hiramic legend made its appearance. Pritchard's small, approximately 7 5/8 by 4 1/2 inches, 32-page pamphlet proved wildly popular. It apparently sold out the first day it was available. It was reprinted in Reed's Weekly Journal or British Gazetteer on October 24th, 1730, presumably a pirated edition. Another pirated edition, printed by Tom Nichols of London, also probably made its appearance, as well as other pirated editions reprinted in the Northampton Mercury and in the original Mercury, York Journal, or Weekly Current, all by November 2nd, 1730. London citizens surely were curious about the growing social movement of Freemasonry, as seen by several exposures of Masonic ritual and ceremonies published to that point up to this date. However, the popularity of Masonry Dissected pointed to something else at work. It has been speculated that Masons themselves were the primary purchasers of the book, as they wanted to add this new degree to their repertoire, and the Grand Lodge offered no ritual guidance. On the other hand, perhaps the Masons just wanted to learn more about this new and increasingly popular ceremony. An interesting point emerges on the topic of secrecy. After arguing that his obligation of secrecy was invalid since the secrets had been published, Pritchard explains for his initial audience why he is publishing his book. I was induced to publish this mighty secret for the public good, at the request of several Masons, and it will, I hope, give entire satisfaction, and have its desired effect in preventing so many credulous persons being drawn into so pernicious a society. For readers today, however, the chief point of interest is that our knowledge of the Abrahamic legend and the third-degree ceremonies starts with Masonry Dissected. It is possible to follow the expansion and presume popularity of this new creation, but many questions remain. Who was Samuel Pritchard? Where did the rituals of Masonry Dissected originate? Were they created out of the whole cloth, or did they build on some earlier tradition? Why was the Master Mason degree adopted so rapidly, but other later degrees were not? Did influential members of the Young Grand Lodge promote it, perhaps behind the scenes? Was there any pushback against this new degree from traditionalist lodges? These questions of the origins of Freemasonry and how it grew and evolved all come back to knowing more about a 32-page booklet published in 1730, Masonry Dissected by Samuel Pritchard. Like and share this article, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you wish to comment, please leave one, and as a reminder, hit the notifications bell. Any accompanying photographs or citations for this article can be found in the corresponding print edition. The Scottish Rite Journal is published by the Supreme Council of the Scottish Rite, Southern Jurisdiction, Mother Supreme Council of the World. Mark Dreisenstock, 32nd degree, KCCH, Managing Editor. I'm your host, Matt Bowers.